Welcome back. Got a bunch of fiddly little things to do to get this ever-growing list of roadworthy items done for the Chevy. So stick around and we'll see if we can get this thing on the road finally. First order of business is fabricating a front crossmember. As the original item seemed to be used for removing tree stumps into Farmer Jed's paddock, it was well and truly rogered. Some 40x40 box section is chopped up and eyeballed in place. A few holes with the step drill and some welding with the sunburn gun, and it's sorted. As the rubbers in the front cab mounts and sway bar had turned into dust, replacement is needed. Finding the exact size bushes was proving difficult due to the car's lack of popularity. So some nylon stock is machined down into the appropriate size and shape and fitted in place of the rubber bits. Also during Farmer Jed's paddock ploughing, he managed to bend the crap out of the front suspension bracing, subsequently wearing the arms down. Once again, the sunburn gun comes out to repair the worn piece. A bit of heat in the chassis and persuasion from the knockometer gets the suspension mounts close enough to where they need to be. A radiator overflow bottle is needed to collect and return engine coolant as everything heats and expands, then cools and contracts. Instead of just buying one, I've machined a cap and chopped up some aluminium that I found behind my shed. Makes for a solid and tidy unit. The dash is still covered in scars from when I removed the plastic cover. A couple of different approaches were tried. First, wire brush, second, carby cleaner, but thirdly and most successfully was an old suspension bushing on the end of a 6mm bolt and a drill. Removed all the junk nice and easy. With no easy way to connect the original speedometer to the holding gearbox, the ideal solution is a GPS speedo. Only a power supply and earth are needed for the unit to work. This one was sourced from the 4Drive Supercenter for approximately $50. After spending countless hours annoying my neighbours panel beating the original guards, a mate of mine found a cab for sale with straight panels and plenty of good spare parts. So into the shed to be stripped of its dignity, then dragged outside only to be collected by another KB20 enthusiast and kept for their parts of their own. So off come the guards and doors, the seat and some other interior bits, and the best of both cabs are combined to make the old dunger as presentable and roadworthy as possible. While everything was out, it was a good opportunity to clean up and paint the floor, and also to refit the vinyl covering. After trying to retrofit an assortment of door mirrors onto the fenders, with none looking how I liked, I opted to make my own mirror stalks from aluminium. I used some old 70s Holden mirrors and screwed them in. Looks pretty fitting, I think. With everything on the roadworthy list done, the mod plate and registration is finalised. It's time to hit the road. So it is finally on the road, registered, legal, drivable. No issues with it as of yet. Been driving it for a couple of weeks now. As far as I'm concerned, that's like the hard part done. That's the long, drawn out, really fiddly, time consuming bits and pieces done. Now I get to drive it and thrash the crap out of it and have some fun with it. It's been like a really long process to get to this point. But it's been an awesome one. I learnt so much from heaps of different people, and learnt heaps from just myself doing stuff. So if I was to change it, or if I was to change anything in the process, I wouldn't, because I learnt so much doing it the way that I did it. But yeah, it's sort of like a good base to start tinkering with it now, to do fun stuff like all the hard, heavy fabrication and stuff's done. But yeah, now I'm just going to start improving things and making it more fun to drive. So first and most important thing, the diff gears and the diff in the back. It's a 5:12 to 1 ratio. So in like 5th gear, cruising at 2000 RPM, I'm doing 60 Ks. So not ideal for, you know, higher speeds and highway driving and stuff. So that's the first thing that I gotta sort out. Once I've got that sorted, I can maybe look at forced induction, which was the goal from the start. So not that it really needs it, it's got a bit of poke as it is, but nothing sounds better than a little old dunger sneezing past you on the highway. So that's probably the next 2 things that are on the cards. But yeah, like I said, I just want to get out there and give it a good drive and a good thrash. It's got plenty of power to spin the wheel, so I reckon Archie would be a good place to start. See if I can get that thing skidding. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this sort of stuff, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, you'll keep updated for all the stuff that I've got coming ahead. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later.